Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Victoria Seek, and I'm the Climate Sensitive Peacebuilding Policy Officer at the Global Secretariat of GPPAC. And with me today, I have Tajika, our regional representative from Central Asia. Tajika, can you tell us a bit more about the work that you're doing in your region on climate, environment, peace, and security?
Hello, I am Tajika Shabdanova from Foundation for Tolerance International based in Central Asia. FTI works almost for 25 years on peace building in our region, and maybe last 10, 15 years we spent most of our projects to on, on peace building in border areas in Fergana Valley. Fergana Valley is huge populated region in Central Asia, which includes Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. And we share same borders, we share some natural resources. And one key challenge we have related to climate change in peace building is lack of water resources in our region. Since climate change affects Central Asia in a higher way, we see a rise of temperature almost to 1 to 2 degree
Mm-hmm.
for last 20 years. It's huge for Central Asia.
Mm-hmm.
And we have um, reduced amount of water resources. We have conflicts among local populations, again related to access, especially in summertime. And it also led to violent conflicts between two countries, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, 3 years ago, which was massive one, engaging armed um, engaging armies of countries. Yeah, and in order to respond to climate change, we FTI together with our partner organization from Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan, we work on climate mitigation and peace building initiatives, engaging local population from border areas of Fergana Valley, and we work with two key target groups: young generation and adults, including householders, including farmers, and we try to introduce climate mitigation approaches like new or smart technologies on water management. We introduce environmental education for school students in order to start speaking about what climate change means in our region, why it's important for us. It's that it's not some like abstract topic coming from let's say Western countries.
Mm-hmm.
It's something we are facing on daily life, and which is important and urgent for us. And we work with local population in order to introduce very modest, simple technologies which they can adopt and use on their farming, agriculture, and other stuffs. And in these technologies are cheaper one, because as you understand, unfortunately, higher or expensive uh, climate mitigation approaches are not available for us.
Mm-hmm.
And for younger generation, we try to not to teach, but to educate them on again changing daily social lives, be more responsible, be more active in promoting understanding of climate change and why it's important for locals.
Mm-hmm. And are you working with any environmental or climate actors in your context?
Yes, absolutely. One key challenges we faced in this field is that we are peace builders and we are not climate change experts. We are not scientific or academic based people. And we also faced issues in understanding what climate change means, how to explain it, how to say people why it's important. And usually we also mixed up with different terminology and the concept and understanding of environmental and climate change topics. This is why we try to look to allies around us, especially from academic background. And we were very lucky to have people who have also academic background, also who understand peace building issues, conflict related. And these people, especially one of them, like Asel from University of Central Asia, she helped us to build our capacity on climate change and also providing very valuable recommendations on working with local populations by explaining very simple, science of climate change. For example, when we speak about um, uh, when, for example, spring starts earlier than we used to have,
Mm-hmm.
it influences glacier melting,
Mm-hmm.
at least, or when we have hot season times in summertime, which also influences whether we have enough water to see to pour fields or not. So now we try to see this kind of context-based examples of climate change with support of our scientific or academic experts.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. If you could send three messages to peace builders around the world looking to work on climate, environment, peace, and security, how can they start to work with climate and environment actors? What would you say to them?
To start working with communities directly without waiting for governments who should do some strategic way of development. But unfortunately, our governments accept climate change on very certain way specific. This is why we need to go to and work with communities themselves directly with explanation why it's important for them. It's not, again, it's about their daily life. And secondly, it's also about bringing some expertise based on our peace building background, also bringing different actors around us, again, like scientists, like academic people be who can support us and be our allies on working in this field, as well as through this kind of different or multi-sectoral actors, coordination or communication, collaboration. We also engage wider communities. We also try to disseminate or explain issues of climate change and peace building to wider community.